Stop scrolling, because what I'm about to reveal could completely change the way your body burns fat, and most people have no idea this is happening inside them right now. At hour 16 of fasting, your liver faces a hidden, life-changing decision. It can either start burning stubborn fat for energy, or quietly store it, keeping you stuck, tired, and bloated. Scientists, doctors, and nutrition gurus barely talk about this, and yet it could be the single reason fasting hasn't worked for you, no matter how hard you try. And here's the twist: there's one tiny signal your liver gives during this exact hour that tells it whether to become a fat-burning machine, or a fat-storing factory. Most people miss it completely, and it's not obvious unless you know exactly what to look for. If you want to finally unlock effortless fat loss, mental clarity, and unstoppable energy, pay attention, because what comes next could completely transform the way your body works. Before we dive in, make sure you hit that like button, subscribe, and share this video, and don't forget to turn on the notification bell so you don't miss the secret liver hack I'm revealing later, the one most people don't know exists and most doctors won't tell you. Here's the reality: your liver is the unsung hero of your metabolism. What it does when you fast doesn't just affect digestion, it affects your risk for belly fat that won't budge, insulin resistance and blood sugar spikes, energy crashes in the middle of the day, hormonal imbalances, mental fog. And there's one specific hour in your fast where most people accidentally do more harm than good. I'll tell you exactly when and why later, so pay attention. Let's start at the beginning. You just finished your last meal. Everything seems normal, stomach full, energy stable. But inside your liver, the real story begins. Most people assume fasting doesn't start until hunger hits. Wrong. Your liver is already making critical decisions. Here's the first twist. The liver holds glycogen, stored sugar from your last meal. Its job is to release sugar slowly into the blood to keep energy stable. If you eat constantly, your liver never learns to manage fat efficiently. But when you pause, it starts preparing for fat-burning mode. By hour 4, subtle cleanup begins. The liver filters metabolic byproducts from alcohol, medications, excess sugar. Most people eat again before this reset can complete. That's why many diets fail, even when you think you're fasting. But here's what happens if you actually let these first 4 hours pass uninterrupted. Liver efficiency improves. Detox pathways activate. Mental clarity begins subtly. Be honest, do you usually feel a dip in energy after 4 hours of fasting, or do you power through? Comment below. I want to see how common this is. By hour 4, your blood sugar begins to drop. Insulin slows. And your liver starts gluconeogenesis, making sugar from fat and protein. Most people think fasting is just skipping a meal. But the liver is running a metabolic masterclass. It's switching from glucose to fat-burning mode. Here's the twist most people miss. Your liver also begins producing ketone bodies, energy molecules your brain can use when glucose is low. That's why people report mental clarity in extended fasting. By hour 12, the liver has burned through most glycogen. Now, it must decide, keep releasing sugar or start full fat-burning mode. And this is where most people unknowingly make a critical mistake. Eating prematurely halts ketone production. Liver fat accumulation may increase if you've had a high-sugar diet. Fat-burning efficiency is reduced. Quick question, have you ever noticed a burst of focus 8 to 12 hours into fasting? That's your liver's ketones kicking in. Drop a yes or no below. Now things get really interesting. By hour 12 to 16, your liver has nearly depleted glycogen. It faces a metabolic decision. Go deeper into fat burning and produce more ketones. Or begin storing fat if it senses stress. And at hour 16, something almost magical, and dangerous, can happen. Most people don't realize it. The liver begins detox signaling, cleaning damaged cells. Mental clarity may spike. Hunger can feel extreme, but it's a sign your liver is adapting. Here's the twist. People often quit fasting now, right at the critical metabolic threshold. That's why most intermittent fasting plans fail. If you push carefully, your liver enters a peak fat-burning and detox phase. Be honest, do you usually quit fasting around this time? I want to see your struggles in the comments. This is the hour where most people give up. By hour 16, your liver is fully engaged in ketone production. Fat cells release triglycerides, which the liver converts into ketones. This is where stubborn belly fat finally meets resistance. Most people quit fasting around now, hunger and fatigue hit hard. But if you continue safely, your liver improves insulin sensitivity, reduces liver fat, boosts detox pathways. But there's one risk at hour 24 that can undo all this progress if you're unprepared. Overdoing fasting without hydration or electrolytes. Liver stress if pre-existing fatty liver. Possible temporary spike in liver enzymes. Have you ever pushed past 16 hours? What happened to your energy? Comment your experience. Hour 24 is where the liver reaches peak autophagy, cellular recycling. Damaged proteins get broken down. Old mitochondria are recycled. Toxins are cleared. Here's the twist most people don't know. Autophagy can temporarily stress the liver if you're dehydrated or low in electrolytes. Some people feel fatigue or mild nausea. But overall, it's the most beneficial phase for liver repair and fat burning. And this is why proper preparation before long fasts is critical. Drink water consistently. Support electrolytes. Avoid stimulants like caffeine on an empty. Who here has done a 24-hour fast? How did you feel at the end? Comment your experience, I want to compare notes. By hour 36 to 48, your liver has fully shifted into fat burning and detox mode. Ketone levels are high, mental clarity peaks, and energy stabilizes. And this is when your liver sets the stage for long-term health. Liver reduces inflammation. Cholesterol balance improves. Hormonal regulation stabilizes. Now you know what happens hour by hour, but how far should you safely go? That's the critical question. Progressive fasting is key. Liver learns to switch efficiently between glucose and fat. Regular fasting reduces long-term liver fat and risk of insulin resistance. Quick poll, if you could safely fast beyond 36 hours, would you try it? Type yes or no in the comments. Here's the liver secret most people never hear. Consistent fasting trains your liver to be a fat-burning machine, detoxifier, and hormone regulator, all in one. Practical steps. 1. Start with 12-hour fasts, then progress to 16 hours. 2. Stay hydrated. 3. Support electrolytes. 4. Avoid sugary snacks before fasting. 5. Track liver function if fasting beyond 24 hours. And remember hour 16, the make or break moment. That's when most people quit and miss the biggest benefit. Be honest, what's harder for you, delaying your first meal or pushing past hour 16? I want your answer in the comments. Now that you've seen what your liver goes through hour by hour, here's the truth. Most people never reach this stage because they don't know how to unlock it safely and efficiently. But when you do, your liver can become a fat-burning powerhouse, a detox machine, and a focus amplifier, all in under an hour. And in the next video, I'm going to reveal the exact method that supercharges this process, the one most doctors won't mention, and why it can completely transform your energy, fat loss, and mental clarity. Here's what I want you to do right now. Hit that like button if you learned something new today, your liver will thank you. Comment below, what's the hardest part for you, pushing past hour 16, or staying consistent with fasting? I'm reading every single response. Subscribe and turn on notifications, because the next video is going to blow your mind with the liver hack that accelerates fat burning safely and naturally. Don't miss it, your liver, and your body, deserve this.